Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be looking at more Moonshine animation, specifically his figure line review series. I haven't really found the best place to jump into his original custom animation shorts, which I've heard are freaking amazing, but I want to get to know the characters first because apparently that's the thing you could do because he's done tons of series with them, and I'm just, as a guy who's just dropping into the Moonshine Animations universe, which I've been told is a thing, there's a lot to go into. So today we're going to be looking at the Cecilia reviews of the Mandalorian Mando figure from SH Figuarts, and this one I'm not really sure how I feel about. The Palisades Adventure Kermit, but he has a gun. I'm not sure which is weirder. Kermit with a gun is a legitimate thing that exists, or that all I know about Cecilia is that she's kinda the murder bunny. I say bunny because the little bow she wears on her head looks like rabbit ears to me. Yeah, I know, it's stupid. That's where I'm going. Also, knives everywhere and blood. I've seen fan art of her. It's cute, and you feel like you need to go to an exorcism after that. It's like, oh, this is adorable. I'm possessed now. Why? So we're just going to jump in and see where this goes. I've heard really good things about everything Moonshine does, so I'm really excited. If you haven't already, there's a link below to the original video. Also, thank you Isn't On Me VA for this.
Potato say, subscribe to Airier Games.
Hello. It's been about a year since we reviewed the SH Figuarts Boba Fett. And just as we aired that video in honor of the premiere of The Mandalorian, today our video airs in honor of Season 2 of The Mandalorian. And
Okay, 1, I thought this was actually the first one. My mistake. 2, those hands are kind of disturbing. I just going to ask as someone who's new to all of Moonshine's animation arts. I know he's doing stop motion animation, but how unique are these figures to him? Like, did he custom make the figures? Did he literally make them himself? Or are these pieces of others that he's just recombined? Because I've heard he actually is highly technical in what he makes his figures for and of. Also, just the fact that there was a Boba Fett high detail model. I'm not saying I need to go get it, but I'll watch the review first, let's put it that way. Yeah. Love the voice for her. It sounds so cute and peppy and happy, and then you just look at the face like, I like that juxtaposition there. It's just a comment on the voice acting. It's just really well done.
who better to review than the hero of the show, the Mando himself?
He's a hero?
Also,
Yeah, I haven't seen Mandalorian. 1, 2, haven't.
I'm not a fucking nerd like Resnia, so don't expect any Star Wars references.
What?
I'm not gonna get all geeky and technical with all the space nerd shit.
Okay, I love this. Like, you know how I just said her voice is so happy and peppy. It's but then it's like specifically how drawn out the voice was. It gives it a condescending tone, which is then further emphasized because she just jumped in and said, "Oh yeah, I'm not a nerd." It's like, oh, so it went from just sounding condescending to explicit condescension, and then she slightly dropped her tone to make it sound actually just darker and more villainous. Right as you go into the shot that focuses so close on her, and you can see that there's so much detail on the character. I love this. And I can't tell if it's just the shine, but it almost looks like there's a little bit of a glare cut out of the eye. And I know it's not intentional, but it looks almost like a variation of that heart eye effect. It's probably just my eye going that way. And, well, you know what my browser history looks like. But yeah, I kind of like that because it looks, this is adorable. And you look at the teeth, it's like, oh, this will eat you. I like that. I really like the character. It looks fun. Also, I didn't know the head came off.
Actually, I'll do one reference for you guys.
What?
Them. This is the way. How was that? Oh, and you may notice notice his cape spazzing out throughout the review. That's because Moon's filming with the fan on, because it's hot as balls.
Okay, that right there, that is lampshading done perfectly. I just need to stop to recognize the sheer balls to call yourself out, make a joke out of it, and succeed. That works on multiple levels. One, because if you just leave it in there and try and hope no one notices, no, they'll notice, and every damn comment will be, why is everything weird? Why is it not working well? But calling it out, though, it's explicitly saying, yes, this is a thing. Be aware. It will happen. So it's lampshading it, so you're getting your audience used to the idea of, this is just something you're going to see. Don't worry about it. We're cool. And then just making the joke about how it's hot as balls. It's not exactly a joke itself, but because she's saying it in such an obvious, phrase, like the exasperation, on top of the fact that it's going from the cutesy voice to the really balls, like just that tonal shift, it makes it a joke because it's just saying something like, oh yeah, this is relatable. It's funny because you're suffering, which is a weird form of humor, but it is a form of humor that works. So it's just, that entire bit is a really good small joke to lampshade a problem the video would have, while also making a meta joke about the person behind it, Moonshine Animations themselves. And it's just a good bit of setup right there. I just enjoy that. The entire knocking her head off joke to make a freaking Ugandan Knuckles reference, was not expecting that. And then her head in her hand is still talking. Yeah, that's terrifying. That's legitimately scary as hell. It's worse than the teeth, even.
So, yeah.
Packaging. Okay, that actually looks pretty cool. Ooh, sculpt and painting. Hey, it's Potato!
So, his head, kinda small.
Really?
I think it kinda throws off the whole look.
Oh yeah, because the helmet is on
really
top of it.
flimsy and has a cheap feeling to it.
Oh, it's like
Better
physically.
this than a hunk of plastic, I suppose.
Ew.
But other than that, the sculpt is nice. Everything
Good
is
sculpt,
molded
cheap
nice
plastic?
and crisply.
What's that?
All the paint apps
Slot?
are clean. That's also the problem.
What?
It's too clean. This dude a bounty hunter in a space western style show. How you stay in this clean in a space yeehaw setting?
I mean, I haven't seen Mandalorian, but didn't he at one time go and just change up his entire armor to be nice and clean and fancy? Also, it's not so much that it looks clean. You could see if I can reverse a bit to show it. This is my own little critique here. Yeah, you could see that they did try and make it look dirty, but I get where they're going with it. In fact, I kind of agree with the cleanliness thing. It looks really smooth. Even the things that are supposed to be damaged and dirty don't look damaged or dirty. They look like intentional details, which it is, but I get exactly where they're coming from. So yeah, it makes sense. It's like they tried a technique, and I'm going to refer this to painting models, which is completely different than this, except it's kind of details on models and masks, so it's sort of similar. I'm just going to roll with this one. Yeah, it is too clean. It looks like they tried to do a weathering effect, and yeah, I get where they're going on this one. On the one hand, they could just say something silly as, oh, no, he just takes really good care of it. On the other hand, that's a really stupid cop-out answer, and I don't even think I want to use it, and I made it up on the spot. Yeah.
You stay in this clean in a space yeehaw setting.
Space yeehaw. I'm going to use that. Then there's the knives again.
His head is on a double ball socket, so he's gonna have some decent range.
Oh,
But that cloak
so there's one
really
top and
gets
bottom.
in the
Okay.
way. His shelter
cool.
armor is on a double hinge joint, and at the end of it is a ball socket for the pauldron. Various
Okay, just a minor thing. I love that form of articulation on armor. It's more of a personal, just fiddly aspect. There's a sheer visceral joy I have whenever there's any kind of model or toy where it has that little level of articulation on just any piece of metal. I just physically love that kind of articulation. It feels fun to just fiddle with whenever you're doing something else. I have a visceral enjoyment of it. So just watching that right there, that was toy porn as far as I'm concerned. And I am legitimately thinking I want to get the model just for that shoulder piece. Is that a good reason? No! And considering my Warhammer hobby is already expensive enough, I really don't need to start collecting models on top of this. Oh, I just realized watching Moonshine animations might be a mistake. Oh no. I started watching Puffin and Dingo when I got into D&D. I started watching TTS and I got into Warhammer. Oh, I see there's a problem coming. Oh no.
Types of joints give the Mando some decent arm articulation.
Oh, the hand really moves.
Wait!
What?
The fuck was that? Anyway,
Wait.
despite his chonky
I have legitimately never seen a model that can actually articulate the stomach moving. So that's entire stomach on a ball joint. Oh. I mean, maybe that's not a big thing, but I've never seen that in any toy at all. Oh, wow.
torso, there's a fair amount of range.
He's just showing off.
Holster and hip armor are on hinges.
Oh.
Leg articulation is more or less what you'd expect.
Ooh, the foot
Not
moves.
shitty, but not amazing. Nothing to write home about.
That's not to write home about? Holy shit. Also, that's just cute.
We got a long gun with swappable parts. A
Oh.
small gun with swappable parts. This fucking nub, which I guarantee you
How is-
will lose at least once.
Only
instead of
once?
once.
What a hands.
Alrighty, so here's this rifle. You
Yep.
can switch the middle of it out.
Why?
So you can add a strap to it. Also, see this teeny tiny thing?
Yep.
Yeah, that comes off too. All so that you can mount this on his back. That slit on the back of his cloak? Yup. Here's what it looks like without the cloak in the way. A whole lot of effort and annoying parts, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And here, see this strap?
I like how she sounds so exasperated about all the fiddly little details because it's a cool thing they did, but at the same time, if I happen to get this because I give in to temptation, I'm going to lose that piece, all of those pieces, within the first 5 minutes. Legitimately, I will pick it up and I will just watch as it just dissolves. I'm not sure what it's dissolving into, but it'll just be a slurry in my hands going, well, that happened. I just... As much as I viscerally enjoyed the shoulder piece moving, I viscerally hate looking at all those tiny little bits because I have no dexterity at all. They would fall down some kind of vent I don't even have. Like it would jump into my kitchen where there's a vent and just like, oh, well, now it's in the AC system. You're not getting that shit back.
You can take it off. And boom! That's where the stupid little nub from earlier
Honestly, just glue it in and never move it again.
Here's his
I would hate to do it, but I
pistol,
would do it.
Which looks fine.
Yeah,
But
simple.
here's the annoying part.
Doesn't go in there?
You get a holster you can't even use.
What?
Why? 'Cause you get a holster with a gun already molded into it. Oh, but not the holster strap. Gotta make sure that's fucking interchangeable between holsters. They
What?
should have just made a functional holster.
Why does it
Anyway,
even need
here's
that?
his hands.
Oh.
Here
Wow,
he is
potato's really
next to
short.
some Figma, some SH Figuarts,
Oh, he's
some Nestor
shorter than
Luttrell,
Kylo.
and here he is next to Bryn, our resident Mandalorian. Catch
Ooh.
Bryn in action inside of Shrapnel. This is the way.
Oh, I've heard about that one. I've been told I need to watch that too. Damn.
Do you know the way?
Indeed.
Okay, more importantly than anything else, I'm sorry, but I've heard Side of Shrapnel the way. I thought I was just, like, maybe looking at it wrong, but no, that was a legitimate Ugandan Knuckles with... I don't even... Oh, boy. Yeah. I'm glad I'm watching all the reviews first so I can kind of get used to the crazy level of crazy, because when I get to the actual originals, I'm going to geek out a lot, aren't I? I'm definitely going to geek out so much.
Okie dokie. So there you have it.
So that's the size comparison.
SH Figuarts Mandalorian.
He's not talking much.
Cool sculpt, good articulation, and some decent, but annoying, accessories. We weren't gonna buy a Mando figure until the series was complete. Cause you know they're going to make like 10 more versions of this guy.
Yeah,
We were
was
sent
that a
one
samurai
by
Mando?
Swagger McD
Oh.
on Twitter. A thank you to you, Swagger McD. This is the way. This is the way. How you stay in this clean in space yeehaw?
What? I'm sorry. Am I watching right now a figure animating the bloopers of the voice actress? I mean, I saw that in the potato review of just potato. Just potato. I'm just stuck on potato right now. But Is this just a thing? Apparently this is just a thing Moonshine does. I thought it was like a one-off. No, this is apparently a thing. So we get to watch him actually go in and animate the bloopers. How many of his voice actresses and actors knew they were going to get bloopered in advance? And I actually hope they did find out, because this is hilarious, man. I'm sorry. It's cute and adorable, and I need to show this to Pretty Guardian. Also because she might want that sweater in full size saying meow. Yeah, no, that'd be a thing. As long as right under it says meow and then the word bitch. Yeah, that's exactly what my wife enjoys. Really cute things that then swear at you. If we ever had a macaw, like the actual bird that just cussed all the time, she would never let us not get it. It would be kind of obsessive and a little annoying, but it would definitely happen and she would love it.
Catch Bryn in action inside of Catch Bryn
How many
in
faces
action
does he have?
inside of Shrapnel.
Oh, that's Emirichu. All right, so yeah, I'm just going to be upfront about this. I did not look up who was voicing a lot of the people in this. So I didn't know Cecilia here was voiced by Emirichu. I'm a little surprised, not because I didn't think she was very good and able to do it. I knew enough about her and her work that she could. I'm just more surprised that she found such an easy way to do murder and disdain as vocal templates. It made them so believable. It legitimately sounded like she was looking at a pile of crap and was thinking, should I use the flamethrower or the big flamethrower to destroy it? And the person who made it. Yeah. So yeah, massive shout out to Emirichu for being even more talented than I already realized she was. I'm sure everyone watching this is going like, yeah, we knew that already, Airier. I'm just late to the party on this one. That's not a joke. I'm just kind of acknowledging the obvious there. I was really late to the party, realizing, holy shit, I knew she was good, but damn. Yeah. So we're just going to jump right in on Adventure Kermit, which was apparently based on a crossover between, and this is still weird to me, The Muppets and Indiana Jones. The joy of actually reading the description for once. Apparently you find out things like that. Okay. Kermit with a gun. What are we looking? Does he have a whip too? I kind of hope he does actually now.
There's a very special scene in Muppets history.
You know, you didn't really see this in the last few videos that I watched, so I didn't realize, no, those are flat up skeletal arms. That are pretty huge, honestly. As in, Moonshine, where do you even get jointed hands? I think they must be switched out every time you want to do a new move, and I thought they looked a little odd because I'm usually seeing her with the knives or her hand is covered, but it's like, oh, they're white. Okay, I guess they're different skin color than her face. No, apparently they're bone, and he has the full bone model, and the rest of the arm is in there. This has to be a customized figure or figuration. Is it even a word? Whatever. Yeah, so we're going full on bone on this one. She has a bone.
Something like this.
I'd like to go on record as being opposed to the use of violence for purposes of conflict resolution.
What?
However,
And that's what we'll be taking a look at today.
Okay, no, we have. Did that just happen?
And that's what we'll be taking a look
No.
And
Yeah, no, that did just happen. That was a video of Kermit the Frog in an official Muppet capacity saying he's opposed to violence and then blasting away in a truck. Boy. I thought the weird part would just be the model of Kermit as Indiana Jones with a gun. No, apparently the weird part is this is actually something that happened officially for the Muppets. And it looked old enough. There's a chance Jim Henson was alive for that? It's one of those things like, I know I could go and look that up right now and I could find out and say if Jim Henson was alive. And it's like, yeah, sure, he's cool with that. Here's the thing. Then I would know. And I would not be able to unknow that. And I'm not sure I want to do that. Also, what happened to Cecilia's arm? Apparently, getting that clip cost her an arm. I feel bad about that joke, but it might have cost a leg as well. I don't know yet because we can't see. Maybe that's why she's leaning on Kermit. Kind of like the actual look of it. Face is weird as hell, though.
That's what we'll be taking a look at
Oh god,
today.
he's terrified. Yeah, she just looks like...
And a magnet inside the hat. Let's
Ooh. Sorry, I heard magnet and I got excited. It's like, ooh, a magnet, yay! I feel a little bad about that. Oh, I just noticed that part right there. Like, there's actual damage put into it, but you can see the part that's cut out literally hanging from it, so it looks like that's intentional. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but I kind of I kind of really like this figure. The face is kind of fucked up, and you can see the little mold line right there, but overall, this is actually a really well done figure, and I'm actually kind of liking it. I was expecting her to tear this one apart as being absolute trash, because like, what the hell are we looking at? But overall, Cecilia's making a lot of nice points about how this is a really cool thing, and oh dear God, this is tempting me to buy something I don't even want or need, and now I want it and need it. Yeah, no, if I wasn't certain before, I am now. Moonshine Animations, you are going to tempt me into a lot of purchases I am not okay with, and I will become okay with it, and that's the problem.
stick it right on, like so.
Magnets are awesome.
Next we have this revolver.
Oh, it fits her hand.
Very crabby. Looks like trash.
Yeah, it kind of
And
does.
the plastic gun came bent, so that's not cool.
Seriously?
What
Hate when that
is
happens.
cool is that you can slip it into
Ooh.
his holster.
Already better than the Mando.
Comes with a noose. I mean, whip. The
No.
whip isn't wired, so you can't do much with it.
Wait, it moves?
You can, however, hook it onto his hip.
Oh,
This thing
useful.
is called a golden gonzo.
Called it.
And it is the Muppets version of the golden idol. And it's surprisingly really detailed.
Yeah.
And lastly, we have this satchel. It's very nicely distressed and weathered,
Yeah,
with traces of
lot of little
moss
paint
and mud
detail.
you'd accumulate whilst adventuring. Here he is scaled next to
Whoa.
some Figma, some SH Figuarts, Mezco 112, and alongside some Diamond Select Muppets.
Whoa.
He's actually way bigger than he's supposed to be here.
Oh yeah, wow, Kermit's short.
For a
Never
toy
really
as
noticed
old
that.
as this, I think it's held up
The hat?
very nicely. Except the gun. The gun is actual garbage.
Yeah.
Aside from the gun, his other accessories are pretty neat. And it's an Indiana
Some top hat?
Jones
What the-
Kermit the Frog. Have him beat up some nuts.
Why? How? I'm sorry, but did Kermit just pull a gun on her? Are we going to jump to the next scene? It's just him, like his head on the ground and nothing else? Yeah, sure. Also, and this might just be a little weird, but I started watching his stuff with the Space Marine review, and the Space Marine was in character for a canon Warhammer 40k, Space Marine. And it kept it through with the voice and the dialogue and just acting as if it was still a real thing in that universe. And here, like, at least in the Mando and the Kermit reviews, seeing him pull the gun on her was literally the most personality they displayed, other than just moving around to display things in general. So I kind of like that. I'm guessing this is something that it used to be that they didn't really move. He was just doing reviews straight up using Cecilia or his various OCs, I guess. Are they OCs? I don't know yet. Probably. I would hope so. There's so much uniqueness in Cecilia. If it's not an OC, I'm actually terrified. But damn, I kind of like seeing that little bit of spark from the Kermit figure. So it's like, pulling a gun on you after you call my gun trash. It amuses me, and I really like that. So I kind of hope they just do more of that characterization going back and forth between the reviewer and the model itself. I kind of saw that in the Space Marine review, and I really want to see more of it because it was funny. Also, Cecilia making a lot of good points and just sounded creepy and cute at the same time. Okay, first off, and I just need to cop to this, Moonshine. I didn't want to buy these figures. I really didn't. I'm going to try very hard not to. But you are making that difficult. Can you just pull up a few really shitty ones so I don't feel so bad about not buying them? Because I kind of really want the Kermit one right now. It's like Kermit the Frog as Indiana Jones. The things that I was not expecting, I didn't even feel comfortable with. And then you show the clip and it's even weirder. And then by pointing out all the really cool details and how there was magnets used in it. I'm sorry, you just got me at magnets. Yeah. I want more. Also, just seeing Cecilia be cute and murdery and also just kind of insane. It's fun. I really like this. I did a review, or not a review, what's the word? Preview of all the different reviews Moonshine has. And a lot of them are just straight up stop motion. He did like text at the bottom. Some are just showing what's on there. And a lot of them are for really cool figures I might just look at on my own because they're really cool. But it looks like the entire review series using his OCs is a little bit newer on this channel. And I really like it. It's fun. And I just really want to see where this goes, because this is, I guess, one of his earlier character model reviews with a character model doing it. I don't know, but I just want to see more. I need more. I need more. God, I really need more. This is fun, and I enjoy it. And Moonshine definitely knows how to tell a funny review, which is not something I thought I would say. I thought the entire part about the Space Marine when I first got into Moonshine was, this is fun because you got to see the character interaction. That was a great part. And honestly, I still love that. And it was perfect. It's what I really loved about it. That's why I keep wanting to watch more of his stuff. But just watching Cecilia alone, without any characterization provided to the model she's, reviewing, with the exception of Kermit pulling a gun on her at the end, which I still think is hilarious. It's cool because her personality, Cecilia's personality, as portrayed by Emirichu, apparently, still freaked out about that, is fun. It's interesting. Her vocal styling is just great, and how it goes from cutesy to murder, and it flips back and forth, and it's fun, and you can always tell the personality, the emotion she's putting into it. It's good, and it's fun to watch, and it's funny, and it's interesting, and you still get all the detail about the figure and why you should geek out about something or hate it, and it's good, and god damn you, Moonshine, for making me want these models. Oh god, this is gonna be like getting into 40K all over again. Rip my budget. Also, if my wife, Pretty Guardian, sees this, I don't know what you're talking about, dear. I didn't do anything to make you, use this as an excuse to buy some really cool figurines that I think are really awesome, and I might be geeking out over internally because I'm now going to go on eBay and look for them, and that's not going to be a thing, and ignore the incoming packages. Yes, I am going to be in the doghouse for this one, I know. Yeah. So if you haven't already, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And again, links to the original videos by Moonshine Animations, hit them up because that was really freaking amazing. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.